Hey everyone, check out what happened in a race that I did earlier this week in the Toyota GRD6 Cup on iRacing at Tsukuba.
There is just not enough space to go through there, mate. What are you doing? Oh my days, man. And now he's collided into two cars behind us as well.
In case you don't know me, my name is Lorenzo, this is LDFR Sim Racing, and on this channel I share my passion and love for sim racing with all of you. So from the little preview that I showed you, you can see that this race got pretty spicy. However, that was not the only incident that happened during this race, which was pretty questionable. So first of all, I hope that you will enjoy the race highlights which are coming up. But at the same time, there's a couple of incidents that I would really like for you to review. For me, sim racing is about learning. And sometimes there's question marks after incidents, things that I wonder, could I have done something better? Was I at fault? Or was the other party at fault? I want to open it up for you guys. What would you have done differently? Did I make mistakes? And just let me know your thoughts. As always, if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, but most importantly, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's connect. I would love to hear from you guys. And without further ado, let's go to Tsukuba.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that I qualified in P9. This is a 1.9k strength of field race and there's 20 cars on the grid. And off we go, baby. Let's do this, come on. Let's grab the inside for turn 1, try and keep it nice and safe. We must survive the first lap of this race.
Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Hold your line.
We're gonna have to make space for the car on our inside here.
Hold your line.
I should be able to take him here though. Yeah, we're clear on the left. Ooh, little bit of a slide there, but all good, all good. We maybe lost a tenth or two, but it's no problem.
On your right.
Oh,
He's still there.
that was a bit of a dive bomb, wasn't it? Oh, no, that's not good. Alright, my wheels are unaligned. I'm driving, the steering wheel is slightly sideways. Oh, that is not... Alright. That seems to me like Lopez, 2 cars ahead in the green car, is defending very aggressively as well as attacking very aggressively.
10th position.
We're not gonna give up though. We're gonna try and keep going. I do not need repairs, so I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna drive with a crooked wheel and try and salvage something out of this. I mean, everything is fine, but that dive bomb really could have caused a much bigger problem. Fortunately, it didn't. Obviously, it's a little bit harder to drive now, so I don't expect to be able to bust out my best laps. We just have to try and keep in contact with this pack ahead as well as possible.
P10.
Because I want to try and finish within the top 10. I do not want to slip any further down than this. Now, obviously, with the unaligned wheels and having to hold my steering wheel at an angle when I'm driving straight, it's giving me a bit of a problem when I'm in heavy braking zones, because the car feels a little bit more unstable, but it's drivable. It's definitely drivable. We're in a little bit of a stalemate at the moment with Viana, but hopefully we can start getting a little bit closer if we stay consistent. In the meantime,
Martinez behind is now 0.8.
and that's exactly what I was about to say. Martinez 0.8 behind. Doesn't look to be too much of a problem, but we're definitely gonna be keeping an eye on him, and we cannot underestimate him at all. It also looks like Martinez is under a lot of pressure behind. which is definitely gonna slow him down because I believe he's gonna have to do some defensive work. We're starting to lose the pack of the leaders, which is a shame. But there's also some pretty quick guys in this split.
On your right.
We're being dive bombed again.
Still clear right.
Oh, was that my fault? I thought I left him enough space. We'll have to see that one in the replays. I don't really understand why he went for that gap. I mean, I did leave the door slightly open, but he did come in from quite far behind. So, I don't know. That didn't really look like it would be worth it for him, but maybe I did something. We'll have to see it in the replays. I've not really been able to gain on any of the drivers ahead or behind over the last couple of laps. And I believe that mainly comes down to the fact that I am driving with a bunch of damage.
Castillo is closing the gap. It's now.
We have a slow car ahead.
Left side.
He rejoined not in the safest way, but we managed to get around by taking to the grass.
Clear left.
We claimed the inside line here for this corner, making sure we shut the door immediately so that he cannot overtake us again. Let's not forget, that's the man that dive-bombed me, allegedly, I think. We'll see it later in the first lap and caused me to have damage in the first place. Keeping those guys behind is gonna be difficult because of the damage that I'm carrying, so we'll see. It's possible that I might have to go defensive for the rest of the race. I'm gonna take a defensive line here. I do not want him to dive bomb me again.
E9. Left side. Clear left. Clear right.
We're gonna be holding defense here as well. Very happy with that.
Last lap time was at 103. Went car right.
There is just not enough space to go through there, mate. What are you doing? Oh my days, man. And now he's collided into two cars behind us as well. And now he's into the barrier and he's gone.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left.
Oh my goodness, man. There just was not a gap there. We'll check it out in the replays. Also, I just realized I've got myself 14 X's. 3 more X's and I'm out. I'm disqualified. Oh boy. It's a pity. It's a pity that we've been involved in so much controversy in this race.
The gap to Viana ahead is increasing. It's now.
It's not really how I like to do things, but yeah. I want you guys to be the judge of these occasions, of these events. We'll check them out later on in the replays. Looks like Paul behind went wide, which is gonna give me a little bit of a break now, which is nice. A little bit less pressure is gonna do us some good. 2 minutes to go and Paul 2 seconds behind. If I don't make any mistakes, I should be able to hold the top 10. That's definitely what we'll be aiming to do. Freeze and Paul behind are battling. Side to side, head to head. That's actually very beneficial for us because they're giving us plenty of space behind. And we're not under pressure. So I believe there's gonna be this lap and then one more. So 2 more laps in total. As the white flag is on, we just need to get it around one more time safely in order to secure a P9, which is going to gain me 16 iRating.
That was a yellow flag. Caution.
And alright everyone, started in P9, finished in P9. It's a top 10 in a field of 20 cars, which is not bad. But I'm not gonna lie, this could have definitely done better. If I had not had all this damage on my car, I would have probably been able to lap about half a second faster, which would have definitely added up over the course of the race. But many controversial moments in this race. Let me know your thoughts about them. Be the judge of those events, and let me know whether I was at fault, or whether the other party was at fault, or whether you think it was a racing incident. The first incident under review was in the first lap, and it involved me and Lopez. I was on the racing line starting my turn in. He was a bit far behind, however, he decided to go for the gap, put two wheels on the grass, hit me on the side of my car, and basically just knocked me off the line and overtook me. My question for you guys is this a legitimate attempt at overtaking? Did I leave too much space on my inside? Am I technically considered to be on the inside line in this case? And did he have the right to dive into that space? That is obviously notwithstanding the fact that he put two wheels on the grass and lost control of his car. If I wasn't there to be bumped into, he would have probably gone all the way wide and out. But let me know what you think about that. Second incident, lap 7, it involved myself and Martinez. So it starts similarly to the first incident. Again, I'm on the racing line, I leave space. This time I see Martinez's car, I did leave a lot of space. I actually back off, I give him the space to take the inside line, but it seems that he actually just made a mistake on his own. As you can see, he comes in, I give him plenty of space. He seems to lose his car out on the apex, and fortunately he doesn't collect anybody. And finally, arguably the spiciest incident of the three happened in lap 10, involved myself, Lopez once again, as well as multiple other cars. Let's take a look. As we approach turn 1, I make my intentions very clear. I'm going to defend, I'm going to stay on the inside line. He's on the outside at first, but then swerves onto the inside and goes to attack a relatively narrow gap that's left on the inside of my car. Is there enough space? Unfortunately, he bumps into me once, and then once again, and then his car is unsettled and the cars behind are coming at speed, so there's multiple contacts, and eventually he ends up on the grass and into the barrier. Once again, did I leave too much space? I'm used to late apexing on the turn 1 hairpin here at Tsukuba, so was I too conservative with my defense? Or was he simply too aggressive and eventually losing control of his car, and therefore just too dangerous and too risky? If I'm honest, looking back at these incidents, I do think that when claiming the inside line, I could have hugged the curb much more closely and just left no room for doubt. However, I do trust usually the drivers around me to kind of assess when it is safe to pass and when it isn't. Let me know your thoughts about these incidents in the comments. Let me know how you would have approached it. Let me know if you have any tips. Let me know if I made any mistakes. I would love to hear from you guys. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, thank you so much to everyone for the amazing amount of support that you've been giving me recently. I truly appreciate it. It really means a lot. I hope you have a wonderful week, and as always, see you in the next one.